Looks do matter, but they also don't. Looks matter in certain scenarios. Do looks matter when it comes to dating? Yes. Do looks matter when it comes to making friends? In my opinion, no. This video is going to be about a larger topic than just fitness, because I have to keep myself in line every once in a while, because I'll focus too much on trying to look the best that I can when that's not always the most important part of life and even your health as well. The most important thing when it comes to your health is how you feel. You can, in fact, be maybe a little bit overweight, a little bit underweight, and still be healthy. I'm not going to deny that. But once you go into the extreme levels of things, I do personally believe that's where it is impossible to be healthy. You may debate me on that, whatever. You have your beliefs and I have mine. But this concept of looks, while it is important and everyone should try to look the best they can, it's still not going to give your life meaning, and it's not going to make you happy. If I would have known that getting in shape was really not as important as I thought it was, I would have never been so obsessed with fitness, especially towards the end of high school to college. I feel like I would have saved a lot of time and effort just not focusing on it and not going to the gym so much and all the hours of push-ups and stuff like that. At one point, here's a really interesting paradox, is that I personally feel that I now look the best that I've ever looked, but I have not actually. It's weird. People think that I focus on looks, but at the same time I don't. I'm actually 90% of this is me just focusing on my health and how I feel, and it's translated to me looking the best that I can. I'm being 100% serious. Because I looked worse for the majority of my fitness career, whatever you want to call this thing. I looked worse earlier on for the largest duration of me doing this shit. I looked way worse when I was even more obsessive over it. I can tell I sound like I'm obsessive over it now. It actually used to be worse. Let me tell you, I have this entire booklet of every single body weight that I was back in 2018. I tracked my body weight every day and actually wrote it down and saved it in a booklet for an entire year from 2018 till 2019. That's how obsessive I was. And I would print out calendars and write down the weight on them with the amount of calories that I ate. I could probably find it around here somewhere. I don't use it anymore, but that's how bad it used to be. And you know what the irony is that I looked worse back then than I do now. Now I'm more instinctual about it and just kind of focus on cutting out certain foods and trying to feel the best that I can. The focus now is on how I feel largely. The looks aspect of it, yeah, that's important to me, but for me, it's become more so what's on the inside for me. Like, am I functional? That's more important. I would rather be overweight. I'm not going to say obese, but I would rather be overweight and feel better than to be at a healthy weight or look better, but to feel worse on the inside. And I will admit that I was a lot more satisfied with my life, and I had better health at a less aesthetic look at one point. I'm not going to say that there were some bad health issues that came with being heavier, but for example, like whenever I was probably close to like 20 or 30% body fat, I actually was happier and I had just better overall health at one point. Now, if I tried to get to that body fat, I'd probably feel like shit. Just because now I have a lot of secondary health issues that makes it hard for me to gain weight. I have digestive problems, and I've already mentioned this a bazillion times. Sleep apnea, allergies, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. But if I ever get those health problems fixed more, I'm working on them. They've gotten better, but if I ever get those to a stable level, I would definitely gain more weight. I am gaining weight. It's just slow. It's like an ounce a day because my metabolism is so high, and also because of my digestion. I don't like feeling full all the time that much anymore. Let me ask you this. If you were full all the time, do you think you would be fat? Probably not. That's just how my body is these days. I'm older. I'm still young, but I'm older than I was, obviously, because of the way time works. So yeah, my digestion has gotten slower. That's just a symptom of aging. I definitely can't eat the same diet that I've eaten in the past. I cannot eat a diet high in either and caffeine and added sugar. I can't handle that. It gives me headaches, and the caffeine makes me just feel really funky. That's just how it is. There are some people, I will admit, there are some people out there who can handle that kind of diet. And for them, that works for them. The majority of cases, however, with people who follow diets, they're not going to be able to eat that way. And on top of that, there's a lot of long-term health issues that can often come with those kinds of diets. I would know. I used to only do basically just calories in, calories out, and that was it. I did that from 2019 till 2021. And let me tell you, I think it did something to me. It's not a mental health thing. I think I fucked my body up, to be honest. I'm glad I was able to finally enjoy food again, but it came at a cost. I think my microbiome got permanently messed up. But that's just how I learn, is the hard way. Pretty much in everything in life. Until it gets bad enough, I'm not going to stop. That's just how it is with me. I'm glad, though, that I was able to use this experience and turn it into a good, somewhat outcome. Now I know what to eat and what not to eat. And now I can say that I eat pretty healthfully. Because not a lot of people do that. Most people don't eat healthfully. And it's no wonder society's gone so crazy. If the average person consumes what? I think a study said that the average American consumes over 100 grams of added sugar a day. It's no wonder people are going crazy these days. They're doing crazy diets. And when I say crazy diet, I don't mean a hyper strict one where you're only eating like fruits and vegetables. A fruits and vegetables diet isn't crazy compared to the crazy diets that the average American is doing. That's just how crazy the diets of Americans are. Is that an extreme diet like a fruit and vegetable diet is less crazy. The average American also consumes a retarded amount of caffeine. They also take, by the way, the average American also takes in some kind of substance. So, me just cutting out these things alone has done wonders. So, for you guys who would say that I'm obsessive with my health, I'm just trying to do mostly the right thing. Everyone else has just gone crazy with it. And that's just it. So, are looks the most important aspect of life? No, they are not. But they are important in different things. They are especially important in physical fitness because that's just what physical fitness is. However, if I were to choose between physical fitness and health, I would choose health all day long. It's much better to feel better than to look better.